Welcome to Mr. R's art class. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thumbs, subs, and ring that bell. So for this next assignment here, I want you to think about the power or ability that your superhero or your villain would have, and maybe what's a pose that a superhero or a villain would have. So if your superhero or villain flies, maybe they might be in a pose like this. If your superhero or villain is a runner, maybe they might be in one of these poses here. Maybe they have a bow and arrow, and they might have something similar to this middle one up here. There's also some on the back that you could replicate. I just want you to draw one of these on a big piece of paper because this will help you kind of think about which pose would your superhero or villain be for your final draft. So think about the power or ability that your superhero or villain has. Think about how that ability would kind of change the pose that your superhero or villain would have. So if your superhero or villain is really strong, maybe they're moving something, they might be in a pose like this here. And again, if they fly, maybe they're getting ready to set off and fly like this bottom one here. So you would just do one of these. You could do one of these on a regular sheet of paper. Try to take up most of the space and think of this as a rough draft for your superhero or villain. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do this one here real quick and try to take up as much space as possible on your blank sheet of paper. And once you have this drawn in, you could even draw on top of this to help you kind of figure out what the costume is going to look like for your superhero or villain. Right, so when you're drawing something, try to look for clues or cues when you're kind of moving this onto a blank sheet of paper, so that this shoulder here, this left shoulder, is actually lined up with the right shoulder. So this right shoulder shouldn't be going outside or below this left-hand shoulder here. All right, so you're looking for hints or clues when you're drawing something. That's where the elbow is. Then you have the hand here. That begins at the bottom of this chest. Right, so the hand starts at the bottom of this chest. This hand's going to start here at the bottom of the chest. And so this arm looks a little bit smaller because it's actually further away. It's in a backwards position. So it appears smaller. Right, so this is just kind of you could kind of think of this as a sketch. And then the torso. And then you only see the right leg because the left leg is behind the right leg. And then this leg is kind of in line with the spine here. So going back to your stick figures, right? So you still have some of these same lines. Right, and then the left leg goes behind the right leg. Then you have the kneecap. Then you can see the left leg kind of going through the backside. Then you have this lower part of the leg, so you have the kneecap here, the upper leg, the kneecap, and then you have the lower part of the leg is in line, right? It doesn't go below. It's bent a bit, so it doesn't go below that kneecap. All right, so again, you're looking for these clues, these hints when you're drawing something. When you're looking for these hints, it helps you look for some of these details and helps you able to draw without tracing. So left leg reappears. Left kneecap is right there next to this shoe. At about 2/3 of this foot. Left leg comes back out. finishing up the arm over here. So maybe this would be a pose for somebody who's jumping and running, or maybe somebody who's flying. So again, the pose that you choose should reflect the power or ability that your superhero or villain has. Then this fist, the right hand fist, goes a little bit past that left hand. Okay, so again, you're picking just one of these. It could be one on this side, one on this side, or one from this worksheet here. And you're thinking about the power or ability that your superhero or villain has. Make sure that you take up most of the piece of paper. Make sure that you're not tracing. Think about the power ability that your superhero or villain has. And if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And feel free to watch any of the other related videos.